Hey, what's up, everyone? Dragon here with
Ashley.
doing another trailer reaction. This one is for the third, and what I'm going to assume is the last trailer for Godzilla: Planet of the Monsters, the movie whose title seems to kind of keep changing all the time. But yeah, this is the CGI animated Godzilla film, or the first of a trilogy that's coming out done by Polygon Studios. But yeah, this one I've seen some screenshots already. It looks like it has more Godzilla in this one, versus the other ones have been kind of curiously lacking. So without further ado, let's check it out. Ooh. Trapped.
幼き頃、両親を目の前で奪われ、必ず仇を取ると誓った。ここで引かず、怯えず、
Nice.
命を落としている時点で、もう俺たちは勝者だ。あとはただ終わらせるだけだ。22年の人類の悪夢とゴジラの時代を。
Look, that's a good shot. Yeah.
地球を人類に返してもらうぞ。
Damn.
ここは俺たちの故郷なんだぞ。
Those
Whoa,
things.
dragons?
I forget what they're called, but
俺たちの手で俺は貴様を。ゴジラ怪獣惑星。滅び
nice.
るのは人かゴジラか。
So, right off the bat, definitely see more Godzilla. Now, okay, so I've said it before, this is supposed to be the biggest Godzilla on record. I think he's twice the size of Shin, which is like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But I'm not really getting a sense of scale, even in this trailer, because it's weird that he's on this weird little, like, hover motorcycle thing, and he's shooting at Godzilla. I'm like, if Godzilla is this massive, I kind of want to see...
That would do nothing.
I kind of want to see fleets of spaceships. I mean, what's the point of making him so big if you're still going to have just, like, normal dudes? Like, granted, they're, like, futuristic-looking tanks and whatnot shooting at him, but I kind of want to see, like, ships going after him, because he's, like, the size of a mountain now. Like, he's... So, again, we only got a few quick shots of him, but again, I want to see some more stuff that's going to show, like, his scale, because if he is so big, you know, I kind of want to see that reflected in kind of how they have to deal with him, because like I said, I mean, if he's that big...
Unless they're going to, like, you know, infiltrate him, go inside of him and destroy him from the inside out.
Sodomize Godzilla.
No, that's not what I meant.
I know that shot we saw kind of, I guess, in the past when they were all fleeing Earth and the main character was a little boy. Also, Godzilla didn't look as big there.
Yeah, he looks smaller.
Yeah, but I think that's the saying during like all that time that's passed, he keeps growing. Yeah, so I think when we first see Godzilla, he's gonna be big, but he's probably gonna be around the size of like the more current Godzillas, like Legendary Shin.
Yeah.
We're in that size range. So he is jacked though. From the front, he's like. So I love his mass. So yeah, that's how I describe big muscles people with explosion noises. Like he's so big that it's like a. It's like, oh yeah, okay. But he's jacked, which I like that. But again, I'm really gonna be curious to see kind of his mannerisms, kind of his behavior, because again, Shin was very like dead.
Stoic.
Legendary was very like kind of hero, badass. So I'm kind of want to see what they're gonna do with this Godzilla. Maybe he's gonna be something in between, where he's not gonna be all like, you know, he's not gonna be emoting a lot, but at the same time, he's also, you know, not gonna be just like this kind of dead faced, you know, entity as he was in Shin. Hopefully they do something different with him. But I mean, it's a Godzilla movie, so we're gonna watch it. I mean, I was actually surprised that they did another trailer. I didn't think usually Japan doesn't do a lot of trailers.
It said 11/17, so it's coming out in a few weeks. So
yeah,
this is like
I guess with Shin though, they did do something right before.
Yeah, right before it came out.
But again, I mean, I know Japan is one of those countries where they let you know a movie's coming out, they'll show you some promotional material, and then you go watch it. Whereas, whereas in America, it's like by the time you go watch the movie, you kind of feel like you know everything about the movie because they inundate you with so much. And I'm sure if we were over there, there'd be a lot more like kind of on the ground promotion that we're just not seeing. I know they did with Shin. There was a lot of stuff if you were there. when it was coming out, yeah, you were seeing a lot more of it. But in terms of how they promote their movies more abroad, it's more or less like, okay, here's a trailer, and here's a movie.
Well, again, this isn't even an international trailer, clearly, because there wasn't even subtitles, so...
Yeah, I'm sure if they do an international one, it'll be pretty much the same trailer, just have, like, some subtitles
basically,
with it. But...
when Netflix does their trailer.
Yeah, and we might actually get a slightly different trailer, and because it's promoting it to a kind of different market, they might choose to show certain things versus other. Because obviously, Godzilla fans, we're going to see every trailer that comes out, regardless of what market's intended for. But for the wider audience who don't even know what's happening until they kind of see something for Netflix, they might redesign the trailers to kind of gear more towards, like, I don't know, like a Western audience, I guess.
The good thing is, it was... because it's on Netflix, we should be able to see it sooner than we normally would otherwise.
Last I was
going to say, was it January or something?
Yeah, last I heard it's early 2018,
okay,
so it's not going to be very long.
Yeah, usually a movie comes out in Japan and we're waiting like half a year.
Well, yeah, Shin, it was like a long time, and we got it even later. In other countries in Asia, got it, like a month or two after, and also this helps deal with piracy too. I mean, they realize that people don't want to wait months and months anymore. So like, listen, okay, if you do using a streaming service, you can get it out that much faster as opposed to having to get theater chains to show it and pay to have it. It's just easier, faster.
Pay it once, and then people can watch it whenever they want.
Exactly. Well, it's cheaper for everyone on both sides of it, and more people are apt to check this out. And with Toho backing the MonsterVerse on Legendary's end, the more people get excited about Godzilla as a character, the more they're going to reap the benefit from it in the long run. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see when they're going to do the other films. I'm wondering if they kind of have made the movie all as a whole and they're going to drop them probably once a year, or they're still kind of in production. They have enough. They have basically part one or the first movie done. Yeah. And as we speak, they're probably finalizing the second one, and then they'll be dealing with the third one. So I'd imagine they'd probably drop these all once a year, because I know Toho said that they're not going to do another live-action Godzilla film till after 2020, after Godzilla vs. King Kong comes out. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that's some kind of rights issue that I think a lot of people were saying, are they not allowed? Well, no, Toho owns Godzilla. They're renting out to Legendary. Legendary doesn't get to tell them what to do with Godzilla. It's the other way around.
Well, again, I'm sure it's going to be like Shin, where they want the American movie to come out so then they can ride the hype train and have their movie come out.
And
Toho
is executive producing everything involving Godzilla on Legendary's end, which means they get a nice, robust back end. There's a reason why Shin was the most technologically advanced-looking Toho Godzilla film. It's because they made a lot of money off Legendary, but because they knew it was going to be a 5-year gap, they had some time. They had some time and they had some money, so they made a Godzilla movie. Whereas now, you're going to have basically 2018, they're putting together King of Monsters, and then it's going to be 2019. Then right after that, they have Godzilla vs. King Kong. So I don't think it's an issue of Toho not wanting or can't. They're for them, these next two Godzilla films are their next two Godzilla films. These are the projects they're backing. They're in charge of distribution and promotion of it in Japan. So they don't have the time to focus on a whole nother production on top of these two films.
Action,
so as with the Planet of the Monsters, it's pretty much Polygon running the show. Toho is just basically...
They give them the direction.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Do it. They basically sign the check, and that's it. They basically just... Polygon submits their proposal for it. Toho approves it, cuts them a check, and then pretty much from there, it's Polygon in charge of taking care of everything. So Toho doesn't really have to do anything. Yeah. So I think that's basically...
Except collect money.
Basically. So they're probably handling the marketing and what have you.
Yeah.
But again, so I think that's why. So in the meantime, we get a cool Godzilla trilogy using a different medium. So it's kind of a novelty in that sense. We get to see kind of Godzilla presented in a different kind of way. So for no other reason, that I'm very curious to check it out for that reason, and that it's still Godzilla film. So I'm gonna definitely watch it for that reason alone. Obviously. But what did you guys think? Did you guys like this new trailer? Were you kind of surprised that we got another trailer all of a sudden? Because this one kind of came out of nowhere. What'd you think? We saw more Godzilla in this. We got to look at his atomic breath.
That was cool.
It's blue, but I noticed how it's like the small beam, like Shin again, where it's like a very it's a very concentrated blast. Pinpoint. Yeah, as opposed to the kind of the big wide kind of like spray that he traditionally had. So that was cool. We got to see kind of something new, and I'm curious to see really just how devastating it's going to be given his size. But yeah, what did you guys think? I mean, at this point, I would assume that most of you are probably on board, and that this is just more gravy, and that at this point you just want to see the movie like us. But yeah, give us some of your thoughts. Let us know if you've not done so already. Please subscribe to our channel. As always, I will leave a link in the description section below where you can do that. And again, keep checking in with the channel for more kaiju related goodness. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace!